3 months. That's how long it takes most entrepreneurs to develop a brand before launching. 3 months. Let's be real. You've got your business idea and you want to start selling. But you're stuck asking yourself, what should my logo be? What's my brand name? What fonts should I use? While your competitors are stuck in endless meetings and focus groups, you could be selling with a brand built in hours, not months. In this video, I'll show you how to create a complete brand in under 60 minutes using AI. By the end, you'll be able to launch faster with a much more professional brand than some of your competitors who have 10 times the budget you have. So let's start building. Okay, so throughout this video, we're going to use an example of an online cookie delivery business. So first, let's tackle what is the most time-consuming part for most people, creating a memorable brand name. To start with the brand name, I'm going to use ChatGPT to help. So I'm just going to use this prompt, suggest 10 catchy business names for a premium online cookie business that offers e-commerce and delivery. The names should be memorable, unique, and convey artisanal quality, deliciousness, and digital convenience. So it gives options pretty quickly. Like when you're doing this manually, it might take a bit longer to even think of some of these puns that they're working on, like domain cookies or e-crumbly delights. I'm not too convinced by any of these, so we can just reprompt and see if there's any other ones. So could you suggest variation that express surprise or excitement about how good the cookies are? Oh my goodness, this one's a nice one. Let's see if they have any more. Okay, so after a few iterations, I think I found the one that I really like. Oh my gosh. I think this is just fun. It shows shock and it's a nice play on words. I like the excitement there and I can see people, maybe talking about it or playing around with those words. So let's go with this one. So now that we've got the name, the next thing we could do is come up with some kind of slogan. And again, let's use ChatGPT. So I've already said, let's go with oh my gosh. And it's already asking me if I want to do tagline or logo ideas. So it's kind of on the right vibe that I'm thinking of. So I had a prompt already prepared here. I like some of these, they're kind of fun. So maybe 4 and 5 are the best ones. Let's try and find any variations. I think I like it just this much, so let's go with this. So we can also create some kind of brand story narrative. Let's try prompt ChatGPT for that. Can we also develop a brand story, include our origin, values, and what makes us different? So this is just an example. I think your brand story should probably reflect what you actually want your business to be like, but always good to not start from a blank page. This might give you an idea of the kind of things that you can talk about and what actually resonates with your new brand. I won't go back and forth with this one, but you get the idea that you can keep playing around with ChatGPT to get to what you need. So pretty easy. Within 3 minutes, we have a brand name, a slogan, and a story. Now let's move on to creating a logo. For this, we're going to use Looka. Looka is an AI-powered design tool that is really helpful to help you build your first logo. Traditional logo making can be time-consuming and costly and can often take days to weeks to get exactly what you want. With Looka, you're able to explore plenty of professional-looking logos in minutes. So this is the homepage of Looka. You can just sign up very quickly using your email. So it gives you an idea of some of the logos you might want to create, just to give a sense of what you might want. Don't see anything really cookie, maybe this food one. Continue. Choose the colors, really depends on what you want. I like the idea of red for some reason for the logo. Right here we can enter our company name. So it's oh my gosh. Slogan. Oh, it says a long slogan might be hard to read, try to shorten it. Let's just try crave, click, enjoy. Continue. Symbol types, go for excellence. And so you're given a bunch of initial concepts. This is just based on how you've input. They're good, but I want something a bit better. Some of the symbols are lacking. You can change the filters here to however you want. So I'm just going to update this. Oh, I like this one. You've got 2 cookies here. Nice, it's got the red colors. So once you click into it, you can look at other suggestions. You can see here they have different kind of cookie logos. I do like this one as well. The blue color looks nice. Maybe change the colors a bit, but the way the font and the logo lines up, I like the way the cookies have been bitten out of. And so that's pretty much it. You've got your logo. You will have to pay if you want to download it. I think Looka's great for getting the initial inspiration, but if you're on a budget, you might want to try bring it over to some other tool like Canva to recreate it based on the design that you've created. What you might also need now is a color palette and typography. Okay, so the prompt is, let's create a color palette for oh my gosh. Include primary and secondary colors with hex codes. The palette should convey warmth, quality, and freshness. Okay, so we get a lot of warm browns, rich creams, and if you want to check them out, you can always just put them into Canva as well to see what the color looks like. So in Canva, you can create brand kits. Let's see what this primary color looks like. That looks like a cookie. So maybe cookie brown, or you can call it golden caramel. It even gives you suggestions for how to use the colors, which is quite helpful if you're not used to colors and design. And there you can see our color palette. Pretty easy to create that in just under 5 minutes. Now let's move on to the font pairings. So I just have this prompt: recommend font pairings for Oh My Gosh that convey a premium but approachable feeling. Include suggestions for headlines, body text and accent text. It's even telling you how it's considering the font pairings, which is really helpful. So the headline has gone with Chewy. I think that would convert into title here. So let's see if they have it. Yeah, there you go, Chewy right there. It also gives you an alternative if you like. Body text is Laura. Accent text is Poppins. There you go, you can see we have our 3 fonts. You can ask them for other fonts if you want for these other sections, but I think for now this is fine for Oh My Gosh. So another thing that's pretty helpful is understanding what users would think of your new brand and your new identity. Now, if you don't have time to go out and talk to loads of people, we can actually use AI to create customer personas. These will be helpful if you just want to get a quick understanding of how something resonates and get instant feedback. Okay, for this one, let's create 3 detailed customer personas for Oh My Gosh, an online artisanal cookie business. Include demographics, psychographics, shopping behaviors, pain points, and how our cookies solve their problems. Here we go, we have Sarah Thompson, 28-year-old, has a good persona here. Busy parent, Michael Reed, software engineer, has 2 kids. And then the corporate gifter, Jessica Patel. She loves supporting artisan brands over generic corporate gifts. You can keep prompting them to get more specific if you want to go into that detail. So for example, for each persona, add their tech comfort level, social media preferences, and price sensitivity. Okay, so now we have 3 distinct customer types to guide our marketing. Rather than spending thousands on focus groups, we can use AI to simulate how these different customer types might respond to our brand elements. So taking on the perspective of the 3 customer personas we created, give feedback on our brand name, Oh My Gosh, and tagline crave, click, enjoy, Oh My Gosh. Have each persona express what they like or dislike about our branding, speaking their authentic voice. Pretty interesting summaries. This just gives you a sense of what a customer persona might say. Bear in mind these aren't actual people. And then ChatGPT even gives a quick summary table here. This is a quick test that you can do just so you can understand how your brand is shaping up. It's pretty simple to set up, and again, it was less than 5 minutes for me to do that. Now that we have our brand elements set up, we want to create a brand voice. We basically want a consistent voice that goes in all our communication, be it social media, our website, or any of our marketing assets. Again, let's use ChatGPT to create that. Create a brand voice guide for Oh My Gosh. The voice should appeal to busy professionals, health-conscious millennials, and family-oriented parents. Include tone characteristics, language style, words to use, words to avoid, and example statements. So you can see here very quickly it creates a tone guide. My advice is to review this and make sure it actually reflects the brand that you want to create. Once you're happy with your brand guide, you can copy and paste it into a Google Doc or something like that, and then you'll be able to edit as you go and as your brand evolves. With this document, you can then refer to it with certain models and use it to create copy or website text or social media text that reflects your brand and how you want to speak. So the prompt here is, using our voice guidelines that we just created, write 3 different product descriptions for our signature chocolate chip cookies, each targeting one of our personas. Emphasize convenience for the busy professional, ingredients for the health-conscious millennial, and joy, family for the parent. So again, really quick, and by creating these variations, we can use them in targeted ads or email campaigns specific to each audience segment, dramatically increasing our conversion rates. So the last piece to create is maybe you want some music. Maybe you want a jingle for your social media, maybe you want a track for some of your videos, whatever it may be, there's another tool that you can use to create music personalized for you. And that is called Suno AI. Suno is really easy to use. You can just log in using your Gmail. And basically all you have to do is prompt it here. Create a short, warm and inviting jingle for an online cookie business called Oh My Gosh. It should be memorable, approximately 5 to 7 seconds, and convey a sense of comfort and digital convenience. Just within the limit as well there. And so we can quickly create this. One option here is to have instrumental or without lyrics, so this might be helpful for a jingle, so let's try that again. This one's maybe a bit more fun. So you can keep looking at this and refining it for what you want. There's also other prompts here you can play around with. So these audio elements just add another dimension to our brand experience. We can use this music in our videos. We can take a section and use it as a little jingle. Again, it's all part of the brand kit. It should reflect your brand, so make sure you choose wisely. And the great thing is you don't have to pay anyone to create the music for you. It's free and you can download it. That's pretty much it. We've got Oh My Gosh set up as a pretty unique and fun brand. And that didn't take that long. I've been recording for about 50 minutes, so that's all the time that it took for me to go through all these different elements. I mean, this saves you days, weeks, and thousands of dollars, and you can always go back to it and iterate as your business grows and develops. Let's look at what we've accomplished in just about an hour. The brand name and tagline took about 10 minutes. The logo and visual identity was about 15 minutes. Customer personas and testing was about 10 minutes. And then the brand voice and content was about 10 minutes. Finally, the audio was about 5 minutes. So that's about 50 minutes in total for what would typically take 2 to 3 months and cost $5,000 to $10,000 when working with agencies. And we're not just faster, we're more targeted because we've used AI to test our concepts with simulated customer perspectives. This isn't just about saving time, this is about getting to the market faster. But there are just a few important considerations when using all these tools. First, while AI can dramatically accelerate the process, you should still review everything to ensure it aligns with your vision and values. You know your business best. Second, for creative work you plan to use commercially, always check the terms of service for the AI tools you're using. Most allow commercial use, but it's worth the extra minute to verify. Finally, remember that a great brand is built over time through consistent experiences. These AI tools give you a strong foundation, but delivering on your brand promise is what truly builds customer loyalty. There you have it, we've built the whole brand for Oh My Gosh in less than 60 minutes. There's another dimension to brand building that I haven't talked about in this video. That's creating visual content for marketing purposes. I'm talking about images and videos. There are loads of tools like Midjourney and DALL-E that can help with this process, but I'm not going to cover them in this video. If you are interested in a video like this, please let me know in the comments below and I'll get working on it. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and join me on this journey. Otherwise, see you in the next video.